Hi, I'm regular Daniel. And I was just going to talk about transportation and Binghamton. The two options are very likely. Either you have a car or you have a car. And so I'm just going to talk about cars, having a car and not having a car. And you can decide which option you want to go for. My goal here is not to make you say buy a car or no, don't buy a car. But it's always good to weigh your options. Is it positive? Is it going to be beneficial for me at the long run or not? The first thing is, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you need to have a car. Number one, it's the most comfortable means of transportation on campus. You can wake up 15 minutes before your lecture and just jump into the car and drive to school. It's almost like living on campus. It's very comfortable. Secondly, is that you don't get dependent on the bus schedules. I mean, you can choose to travel anytime to anywhere you want to go. Most importantly, because some people have some hours that they have to be on campus that the bus either stopped running or is not running early enough. And a lot of people have problems over the weekend because the bus schedules get so delayed, and if you have to be on campus at a particular time, the bus does not run until the next every hour. It just screws up a lot of people's schedules. So having a car saves from all that stress. Another thing is that it saves you from the harsh weather. Recently, we've been having negative weather, negative figures, and it's very harsh. I was in DC, by the way, so I survived for the first couple of days, but here I am back in the cold. It saves you from a lot of the harsh weathers, either snow when it's the winter, or the rain when it's falling, or even the very scorching sun. So that's another positive why you want to have a car. I mean, these are all good things. Why not buy a car? Why not get a car? Well, sorry, I have some other tips for why you should not get a car. And the first thing is, it's quite expensive to get a very decent, dependable car. It may be really old, but the most important is it should be dependable, and that's not. It doesn't come cheap. The second thing is the gas. Well, thank God that gas price is going down right now, but we don't know what's gonna happen the next month. All the same, it's all money. It costs a lot. I drive a car by myself, and I liquid $60 every 2 weeks to fill my tank, and I just go from home to school most of the time, and not a lot of social. So that's a lot. That's $120 in a month, in addition to your bills, rent, and all that. It's quite some money. Third thing is insurance. I think the average regular insurance is like $40 per month for liability insurance, and that's like the least legal insurance you can have to drive a car legally. So if you add in $120 for gas plus $40 for insurance, and adding that to your bill and feeding, if it's not comfortable for you, please do not do it. The next thing is parking permit. Parking permit on campus is not cheap. Trust me, it's not. It's about $100 and something for the year. And that's a lot of money sometimes for people too. So just don't do that. If you cannot afford it, try not to. The next thing is maintenance cost. Maintenance cost for a car is not easy. I woke up this morning and my tire was flat. I'm very serious about this. I have to look for the bus today. So even though you have a car, let's think of the hot. Sometimes if your car just breaks down, sometimes it costs a couple of bucks to maintain a car. The last thing I think on that list is sometimes to get parking tickets on campus. It's crazy. You try to appeal it, but I just paid $80 for a parking ticket about 2 days ago. I was in DC. I got back to my house, and my roommate told me that he also has to pay $105 for parking tickets. And he does not have the parking permit. So now he's saying if he had bought the parking permit, then it would have been the same amount it was costing. It's sometimes you have the permit as well, but something just goes wrong and you have a ticket. and you have to pay. Those things cost a lot for you to maintain a car. So if you're thinking of buying a car, think of the good part of it, and think about the other part of it. Other means of transportation, which I think it's good for students, and I think the university actually is trying to promote things like getting a bicycle. Well, it has tons of benefits. It keeps you fit. It gets you faster to where you go compared to your feet. It makes you stay away from the gym. It gives you some clearer mind. Sometimes just riding around just eases some stress. It's a good thing to sometimes ride a bike. Some people do board skating. Some people do roller skating. It's all means of people trying to get from one place to the other and being fast and being healthy. Another thing is the carpool. Some people live in houses of like 4 or 5 year old. Like you may be having the same schedule in the semester. Hop in with your friend. Build a good relationship with your housemate, like every other person I've said. And the final thing is use the bus. I have to use the bus tonight. Yeah, use the bus. The bus is good a lot of times, and I think Binghamton University has a lot of. They provide a lot of buses. The union is almost full of the buses a lot of times, so it's very efficient. A lot of even grad students that have a lot of experiment and commitments on campus use the bus. So it's reliable sometimes. No, it's fun. Just try to use it. Get used to it. Get your things together. Know the schedule. Be prompt to the bus station, and you'll be fine. So I hope I've been able to not convince you to buy a car and convince you to buy a car. But either way, just make sure that you plan your transportation wisely. Your pocket, your purse, your bank account, and your promptness. Thank you.